And we are underway here, so Aspire look to get back to winning ways, but the games don't get any easier. Leeds Chariots are the next challengers for Aspire, and they're a really, really good side. They sit 5th in the league right now, but some of the players in their ranks will be very well known. Many of us, they've got players such as Dan Rigby, Lewis Harris, Jack Maxwell, all top quality players. Aspire start as such, Tom Kelly in goal, John Boulding in the centre, Rosie Dack on the wing alongside Brad Bates. For Leeds, they have Dan Rigby, Lewis Harris, Glenn Maxwell and Humphreys in goal. Sorry, Jack Britton in goal. So, here's Harris. Dan, who's Leeds' keeper? Jack Britton, brilliant, cheers. To kick in to Aspire, just inside, free kick to Aspire, sorry, just inside the Leeds half. Something's come off someone's chair. So a slight stoppage, slight delay in this first half. As Maxwell just gets some TLC out on that right hand side. He's going to have to come off here. Harrison Taylor is going to take his place just while they see to his chair a little bit more. Leeds Played 3 games yesterday. They beat Nomad Knights 2-1, lost to Teesside 2-1, beat Leeds Chariots beat Sevenoaks 2-0, and then they drew with Nottinghamshire earlier this morning. Here's Lewis Harris. Boulding and Harris going toe for toe. Harris, Rigby. Here is Lewis Harris. Boulding trying his best not to dive in, but Harris proving a really tough opponent here. Boulding and Harris. Here's Dak, Britain. So, Leeds have sorted out their issues. They now replace Harrison Taylor with Jack Maxwell again. That was only a temporary sub just while they sorted out whatever was going on at the back of his chair. I think a issue with a pin. Here's Harris, Rigby. Deflected off the chair of John Boulding. That will be a corner. Dan Rigby to take this corner kick. Cleared by Aspire. Boulding to Dak. Bates now has a chance out on the right hand side. Good sweep keeping from Britain. A great starting position. They're really well defended by Jack Britton, but needs to get back into position quickly now. Comes out of the box, does Harris. Here's Bates. Boulding, unlucky not to be able to get that through. Now it's Harris on the counter-attack. Has Maxwell in support to his left and Dan Rigby just behind. Out on the left-hand side now for Leeds. On his right, is Jack Maxwell. Harris. Boulding. Clears, but Rigby tries to put pressure on. Can't do so. Bates takes the kick. Boulding. Battling with Harris. Kick in. For Aspire. Brad Bates. Here's John Boulding. Maxwell battling within the two number 8s for their respective sides. Boulding comes away with the ball now, but Harris is there again. Dan Rigby has a strike, and it's in. Leeds take the lead. And a bad day for Aspire is turning into a nightmare day for Aspire. They dropped points this morning. Any more points dropped would be a big, big problem. Bowling. Zach attempts a spin kick, can't quite catch up with that as it goes out wide. Aspire are really struggling to get the two wide players into play, really. Bowling can win the ball back, but they're just doing so well, Leeds, to cut the passing lanes to the wide players as Rigby drives forward here. Dan Rigby, who has long been a thorn in the Aspire side. Just 2 seasons ago, Aspire lost the title based off of largely a game in which they lost 1-0 to Leeds. They're 1-0 down to Leeds, and Tam Rigby scored that day, he scored this day, and it would be a very similar looking outcome. There goes John Boulding. Here's Lewis Harris. Boulding. Dak tries to flick it around the corner. Three in the box, so this is a chance for Aspire on the edge of the area. Three in the boxes. Boulding. Bates. The gap was the other side of the Leeds chairs. That looks to play it across. Corner to Aspire. Dak. Dan Rigby now looking to get it away. You can't help but think Jack Maxwell is so high, and Leeds are really trying on purpose to isolate him so that when the ball does break, as it does often when you're playing against Aspire, he will be there to try and tap it home. Boulding, Bates. Dan subbed on for Rosie Dack. Here's Boulding. Rigby. Looking to drive at the Aspire defence. Goes out for a goal kick, but Aspire really far from their usual selves today. Free kick for Aspire. Much to complaints of Leeds. To be fair, I'm not necessarily sure what it was given for myself. Boulding. Here's Bates now. Referee had given the advantage off of a little contact foul. Didn't turn out and he's taken it back. John Boulding will take this. McClellan's trying to position himself. Bates and McClellan both sort of trying to obscure the goalkeeper's view. McClellan back post for Bates. Boulding. Aspire really not able to find that passing rhythm so far in this one. It's now McClellan. Jack Brisson to take the kick. Rigby. Here's Boulding. Free kick given in favour of Leeds, and they're going to make a change here. Believe it will be Maxwell to go off. Be replaced by Harrison Taylor. So a sub that had already taken place, but only on a temporary basis, while Jack Maxwell got something fixed with his chair. That has now been made a permanent fixture. 3 minutes. Until the break, but one would say that there probably will be a little bit added on due to the stoppage for Jack Maxwell's chair fixings, as well as the goals and other things. You'd expect maybe to see 1 or 2 minutes added on here, but Aspire will be, really looking to get into half-time here, because they need to have a serious chat and re-gearing. I mean, Leeds have been tactically superb so far in this game, really, really managing it well. They've had a real game plan, and they've come to try and stop Aspire and stop them passing between their centre player and their wingers, which is what really is trademarked them as a top side. The passing between John Boulding and his two wide players. They've looked to stop that, and it's worked marvels so far. Dan McClellan battles with Dan Rigby. Lewis Harris. 2-1 in favour of Leeds. Chance for Aspire to get up the court. The two Dans, McClellan and Rigby battling. Corner to Leeds. This will probably be one of the last actions of this first half. The ball chips up and lands in the chair guard of Harris. So it'll be a set ball. But McClellan tried to dribble it away. It actually ended up forceful play from Harris. But strong play. That one was just a little bit too strong. And a yellow card for Leeds is number 12. And as I said, forceful play. Just a little bit too forceful, a few many times. So, but just shows how heavily contested this game is. But yeah, Lewis Harris will have to be on his best behaviour for the rest of this game now. Holding. Kick in for Leeds. So yeah, we are in stoppage time now of the first half. Said there may be quite a bit. McClellan now taking on Rigby. Contact foul in favour of Aspire. Here's Bates. Intercepted again by Rigby. 2-1 in favour of Aspire. Boulding tries to hit his trademark shot into that corner, reversing it, but couldn't do so. Leeds surely now seeing out the rest of this first half. Must be considerably close to the end, and half-time will be a time of major reflection for Aspire and for Leeds. Leeds will be looking back at a positive half in which they've managed to stifle pretty much all Aspire creativity. Aspire, on the other hand, well, they have a lot of work to do in this second period. Taylor. Here's Bates. Boulding. Bates again. 2-on-1. In favour of Leeds. Here's Harrison Taylor. The referee looks about ready to blow the half-time whistle. He's going to allow Aspire this last attack because bowling's broken away here. And there it is, half-time. Leeds 1, Aspire 0. A lot of work to do in the second. We'll be back shortly. Lord. Bob. And we are back underway after a half-time period. The score is currently Aspire 0, Leeds Chariots 1. Aspire obviously dropped points this morning in that, and they're looking like they may be about to drop more. And in this title race, well, could be an expensive mistake. Leeds currently playing very, very well, cutting off any Aspire source of creativity. They need a big half. Aspire, Leeds will be looking for more of the same from the first. Boulding and Harrison Taylor locked in an early battle inside the Aspire half. Here is John Boulding. Contact foul in favour of Leeds. That looks dangerously close for Aspire. Leeds now looking to form a new attack. It's Harris who has the ball on the left. He's got Harrison Taylor at the back post and Dan Rigby in the centre. Lewis Harris once again showing his strength in the centre. Boulding now. Got the right side of Harrison Taylor. Harrison Taylor now, an opportunity. He's up against Tom Kelly. Kelly is battling, and you feel that this could be a similar story for the whole of this half. Leeds really doing their best just to battle away. Boulding now, out on the left-hand side. And it's a kick in for Aspire, so an opportunity here to maybe get their ball and get their passing going, because they haven't been able to do it so far. Brad Bates misses the pick-off. Here come Leeds, Lewis Harris. Has to be defended, and it is. Harris now has it out on the right-hand side. Lewis Harris. Dan Rigby and Harris playing 1-2. Now Harris again really battling. Harrison Taylor needs to get out. Boulding comes away with the ball in the centre. Dan McClellan now takes a touch, looks to take it wide. Should have his kick. No, it went the other way. Just the last touch off McClellan. Slightly obscured view from over here in the commentary box. Dan Rigby. McClellan nicks the ball off Rigby. Now it's Boulding. He needs to find that separation. Leeds just so on it with their tackles. Kick in for Leeds, and they've already seen out 4 minutes of this second half, which in terms of power chair football terms is a good amount of time. They will be looking at checkpoints for Leeds here. They can get 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and the longer they go, 1-0 up, the more risks Aspire will start to take, and the more risky this game becomes from an Aspire perspective as well. Kick in for Aspire. Aspire obviously currently sit top of the table, by 1 point if this result stays the same, but West Bromwich Albion have the all-important game in hand, which will mean that Aspire, should West Bromwich Albion beat Villa Rockets, will go second in the league. Such a hard game to manage for the referee, this, because it's just all in contact, all in dribbling as it stands. Boulding. McClellan and Boulding. McClellan and Boulding finally moving the ball. 2-1 in favour of Aspire, and that was slightly better from Aspire. They just managed to get the ball moving a little bit quickly around the Leeds penalty area, and the more they can get the passes together, the more things they will get together, the more confused Leeds will get, and the more difficult it is to defend. McClellan's snapshot at the front post. Boulding flies up into the air, and absolutely an incredible piece of skill from Boulding. It will be a set ball. Boulding battling with Harris. Lewis Harris is in serious trouble here. He can't do that again because he's already been given a yellow card. Leeds going down to 3 would be pretty disastrous. Especially if it was losing Harris as Aspire move the ball. Boulding. Harris and Taylor does well. McClellan forces the shot. Boulding into the back of Dan Rigby's chair. Now it's Harris. Much better from Aspire. 30 minutes remaining. Leeds now play it down the line, just looking to calm this game down after weathering that Aspire storm. Bates, Boulding. Boulding, forward pass. Here we go, Bates. Now with the spin. Harris is in there quickly, kick in. Referee gives foul against us. Gonna have a sub. Lewis Harris has had to come off here, and it makes sense. He was on a last warning, or at least it seemed, from the referee, so he needs to, if he comes back on, at least be very careful. Again, going down 3 would be very bad for Leeds. Here's Harrison Taylor. Brad Bates now. Jack Maxwell now doing Dan. Rigby is just in support behind him. Boulding. Battling with Maxwell, comes away with the ball. McClellan now takes that touch down the line. Wins a kick in for his side. Bates. Bates with the ball across. Aspire are getting closer. Boulding now. Time for Leeds to use a few more valuable minutes for Aspire. Time is very much of the essence in this game. Due to the nature of the league table, dropping points of any description, even just a draw for Aspire, would be very costly for Aspire. As another kick-in's given, this time on the around the halfway line in the centre. Rigby will take. He's got Taylor and Baxter, Maxwell in support. Boulding. McClellan. Boulding is fouled, and Dan Rigby kicks the ball away. Jeff Lewis from the sideline overrules the referee's decision. Britain. Here's Boulding. Here's Dan Rigby now. Boulding picks it off it. McClellan in towards Bates, and there it is, Aspire level. And that's a massive goal for Aspire. Brad Bates. Well, now we have 8 minutes to try and find a winner in this game. Boulding and Rigby into hard contact in the centre. McClellan, suddenly a lot of space has opened up here for Aspire. What a massive goal that is from Brad Bates. But 7 minutes and 50 seconds and Aspire really need a second here. Oh, just missed from Boulding. So he shouts at his team to go again, go again. Here is John Boulding. Dan McClellan battling with Harrison Taylor. He'll win that battle. Now it's Maxwell. Rigby straight out for a kick in. So 6 minutes and 55 seconds remaining, plus whatever the referee looks to add. This point for Leeds is a solid one. This point for Aspire, they'll be looking for more. Good dummy from Boulding. 2-on-1. Lewis Harris is set to be reintroduced for the final 6 minutes. Bates. McClellan Bates, just snapshot at the back post, doesn't quite meet its target. Here is Britain. Kick in for Aspire. Here is Boulding. Boulding. Here's McClellan. Two on one in favour of Aspire, and these set pieces are all opportunities for Aspire. Three in the box. Another opportunity for Aspire from a set piece, and it's really hard to put into words also how important this would be. Boulding. Bates looks to flick it round the corner. Kick in for Aspire. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remain as McClellan needs to get right side of Britain. 2 and 1 given in favour of Leeds. 3 minutes 30 remaining from the internal clock. Boulding. Bates. McClellan. Here's Harris. Boulding. That is an Aspire ball. This is, the officials are taking their sweet time on a decision here. And Lewis Harris is going to be sent off here. It's a second yellow and it's red. And I've said over and over again in this game, that is the risk of playing Lewis Harris when he's on his last warning. That was a foul. The referee was right to give it. And unfortunately, Lewis Harris has been given his marching orders here. And Leeds have to finish this game with 3. One minute and 20 seconds of regular time to go. Leeds have another free kick. 59 seconds remaining of normal time. Dan Rigby with the kick, bowling down the line. McClellan can't get to it. Here's John Boulding. McClellan with a nice turn. Five seconds of traditional time remaining. "90 seconds," says the centre official. This will probably be our last chance for Aspire. Rigby. Kick in for Aspire. This will be the last 30 seconds. One final kick, one final free kick for Aspire. You have to say this will probably be their last chance. McClellan, it was flashed across. You'd expect that to be it. And that is it. So Aspire settle for a point. They pushed and they probed in that second half, but the title is firmly in the hands of West Bromwich Albion now. Aspire remain 2 points ahead of their rivals, but West Bromwich Albion have that game in hand, which means if they win it, they will go 1 point ahead in this title race. Of course, nothing will really truly be decided until the two sides meet towards the end of the season, but with the title in West Brom's hands, you know what that game's probably going to look like. Full time here, Leeds Chariots 1, Aspire PFC 1.